Greetings from Toronto, where it is roughly 9 o'clock on a Friday evening, and I'm aware that the party is about to kick off around 4 p.m., which is good to see. A good early start. Very proud that everybody's getting on it good and early. A very happy birthday, Owen, the big trio. It's been an incredible journey, and I'm very disappointed I can't be there. But when Jules mentioned I could make a video appearance, I said to myself I couldn't turn down the opportunity to absolutely destroy a man unchallenged. So feel free to return the favor after this short video. Now I know there's quite a few people who I haven't met before, but I'm sure there's a few familiar faces around the room. So I'm sure young Colin Connolly's there. Good Monaghan man from across the border. Laura, make sure you keep an eye on him, or himself and Owen could be gone drinking until Tuesday, and the iPhone might be on a tram, and he might just be untraceable. I'm sure big tall Paul's there, stroking his beard. Young Marco, and of course, along with myself, there's a lot of people who can't be there, and obviously I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the great Darren Kelly, who is currently, managing 85% of all construction projects in New York City, with with an old fashioned in one hand and a strum and a guitar in the other hand, in the center of the universe. But of course, he will be dearly missed at the party in Melbourne, and what a great character he is. So, moving swiftly onwards, I just said it, tell you good folks a few stories that you may not have heard before. Owen has a very interesting past to even before he got to Australia. So these should prove enlightening and entertaining, hopefully, before the party kicks off. So some of these stories, it's the big trio tonight, so some of these stories will relate to the number 30 and indeed multiples of that number. So just to give it a bit of a theme. So the best place to start would be, actually, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where the nickname Toff came out of. So when Owen was meant to be studying for his final school exams, one of his friends, Vincent, actually, who also will be making a video debut tonight, had a free house, and instead of studying the night before his chemistry exam, Owen was drinking swirling brandy in one hand and smoking Cuban cigars in the other, and from then on he was known as the Great Toff. So that was where it all began, and that was a great summer for the lads. They spent the whole summer cruising in Darren Kelly's car, listening to the Beach Boys. Owen managed to rack up roughly €3,000 on our parents' credit card somehow. He didn't have a gambling problem, he didn't have a drugs problem, but I think he just bought about everybody he knew a drink on any given occasion it was possible, and that's just one of his many good traits in life, that he's an extremely generous bloke. I remember roughly 2 months later when the exam results came out, and indeed it was there was no there was no surprise. I was with Owen at a golf tournament, and I was on the bag for him, top caddy, and